And
we were the sort of underdogs from Birmingham.
Yeah.
And we were going to get knocked out the first round.
So the theme of the Paradiso brand is the lemons.
Absolutely.
The whole interior is designed around the lemons.
Yeah, it's the lovely lemons that you can get from Italy. We work for Michelin star restaurants.
So, welcome to another episode of the Paradiso podcast. It's been a while. Today we are broadcasting from our latest venue, our newly opened restaurant on the Stratford Road in Hall Green on the Robert Doon Island. What an amazing facility, beautiful place. If you haven't been down, make sure you pop in. Paradiso prides itself on authentic Italian pizzas. And previously we've had Chef Mo, and he's spoken about the authenticity of the pizza and the dough and the whole process and the mindset that goes behind the pizzas at Paradiso. They've taken things a bit forward. Now they want to introduce authentic desserts. They've looked around and found a celebrity chef, a finalist of the Great British Bake Off 2018, an absolutely amazing superstar, a great chef who goes by the name of Bharat Chandegra. Bharat.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you are a celebrity.
Oh, I wouldn't go
Absolute
that far.
celebrity.
I wouldn't go that far, but
you're an Asian. You got onto the Great British Bake Off, and you were a finalist. So talk us through that a bit.
Right, so where it started was me and my ex-pastry chef who I used to work with. We thought, you know what, we need something challenging.
Yes.
And we thought, you know what's out there that, what can we do? So we looked at the Great British Bake Off, the professionals.
Yeah.
And we thought, let's just try the hardest competition out there. And we applied. We went for our trials and we got in.
So we'll come back onto that shortly. But prior to that, you worked for a while at Pall Mall?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was in London.
Yes.
In Pall Mall, the RAC club. It was a private members club.
Yes.
So I started off my career there. So I joined there straight after catering college, which is in Birmingham.
Okay.
I went there for my work experience, and they said, "Look, once you finish college, there's a job here for you."
What fascinated you about chefing or pastry chefing, or
I think from a young age,
attraction?
I've always loved cookies.
Really,
I've always loved cookies. So
was the family supportive?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I've always had a keen interest in cooking, and then I went into college and I found pastry, patisserie was my thing, and from the age of 16, never looked back.
Wow.
So worked up and down the country, five-star hotels, Michelin star restaurants. Just gained a lot of experience and knowledge, and then we're here now.
Brilliant. So the Great British Bake Off, how many contestants were there?
So the professionals, you go in as pairs of two.
Yeah.
So all in all, there's 12 teams.
Okay.
So there's Heat A, Heat B, and it's basically a knockout. So every week, a team gets knocked out.
Okay.
And until there's three of you in the final. There's three teams in the final.
Okay.
And
So who won that year?
That was the team Park Lane, Hilton.
Okay.
Unfortunately, our sugar show piece, it fell down. Under the immense pressure and the heat.
But I mean, it's still a massive achievement.
Yeah, no, we done well. We done well.
And
we were the sort of underdogs from Birmingham.
Yeah.
And we were going to get knocked out the first round.
Yeah.
But we thought we can't. Second round we came back fighting, and
brilliant. So what's life been after being a finalist?
Yeah, good. I mean, you get a lot more. You get recognised a little bit more. You get a lot more interest from the industry because they're
what sort of opportunities have presented themselves?
Working in great places. I mean, we've opened our own patisserie now, Sarko Patisserie. Where we provide businesses like yourself with high-end bespoke desserts and chocolates. Where you can't always sort of find in every restaurant.
And did that business form immediately after the back off the Great?
No, this formed after lockdown. So during lockdown, we started our patisserie business because people were still after cakes, chocolate, celebration cakes, and it just grew and grew from there, really.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're here now doing our thing.
Fantastic. So I think Rebecca contacted you
Yeah.
about working with Paradiso. Do you work with anybody, or must there be certain criteria for the restaurants or venues?
Along with they want to serve good food. We're happy to work with anybody really. We work for Michelin star restaurants. There's Fuller's in London.
Yeah.
They have a chain of hotels and country house hotels, and in the Cotswolds. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So the kind of desserts you'll be preparing for Paradiso, are they bespoke? Anything special about them?
Well,
What's different about them?
When Rebecca approached me, she said it's all about the lemon. So I said, okay, fine, lovely. Leave it with me. Let me see what I can do.
So the theme of the Paradiso brand is the lemons.
Absolutely.
The whole interior is designed around the lemons.
Yeah, it's the lovely lemons that you can get from Italy. I think it's Sicilian.
Yes.
Sicilian lemons.
Yeah.
And she said, look, if you can produce a dessert around a lemon.
So talk us through what this amazing dish looks like.
So basically, Rebecca got in touch with me.
Yeah.
She told us about Paradiso, and it's all about the lemons from Italy.
It's all about the lemons.
It's all about the lemons. And she said, could you come up with a lemon dessert?
Okay.
I said, yeah. So this is what it is. So inside we have a lemon and basil insert with a white chocolate mousse and a white chocolate outer shell to give it a bit of texture. And we have a Biscoff crumb underneath.
Awesome.
And some micro basil.
And it is halal, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It is halal. Fantastic. So I think it's time for the taste test. Do you mind?
Go for it, all yours.
So do you crack it or do you spoon it?
Look, there's no right or wrong way to eat it. You just go for it and
let's crack it first.
Maybe just give it a bit more.
Maybe a bit harder. Nah, you know what?
No.
Well, it's cracking a bit, but let me just use my hand. Oh wow. So that's.
So you got some lemon and basil insert. Your white chocolate mousse around it.
Wow. Flavors. Just look at that. Proof. Wow. Beautiful. You know the flavors, the way they kind of
sort of merge
infuse inside.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. Gonna have a bit more actually. I didn't get a proper taste.
Try
I'm gonna
a bit more of the center.
There we go.
You get a bit of subtleness from the basil.
Perfect. So, for luxurious desserts, which are halal, look like this and taste like this, amazing. Paradiso Pizza, that's the place to be. The whole theme of lemons, you've kind of taken that theme and you've created a dessert around that particular theme. And what other desserts will you be supplying to Paradiso?
Well, we've got things in the pipeline. I think we're going to introduce the lemon, get people used to that, and then we are in talks of bespoke desserts. So stay tuned. It'll be exciting.
So you've been a finalist. You've got your successful business. What do the next 5 years hold for Bharat?
The next 5 years, hopefully continuing what I'm doing, providing desserts to restaurants and businesses like yourself. And enjoying every moment. Keep creating, keep evolving, and see what comes out of it.
I suppose that's the key here. You kind of your occupation isn't a task for you. It's something that you enjoy doing.
Absolutely. Every day is different. It's challenging, but it's different.
So, I mean, Paradiso, it's a pizza joint. What do you feel about the ethic and the authenticity behind and the lengths that they're going to maintain the authenticity of the brand?
I mean, I dined here a couple of days ago with the family, a little one, Mrs. Absolutely brilliant. I've been to Italy, Milan myself, and the pizzas here are second to none.
The food is good.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. You know, I think the dough's perfect. It's crisp, it's thin, it's fluffy. The pasta's lovely. The tomato sauce is it's sweet, tangy. It's just what you want, to be honest.
Brilliant. And we look forward to more of your desserts at Paradiso.
Absolutely.
And judging by the sample we've had, I think it's going to be good. So your personal life, and going back to your personal journey, Asians don't become chefs. How has that been for you? Has there been any adversity? Has there been any challenges?
There isn't. I think, you know, I've had very supportive parents, which is very good and very lucky. I've always been into cooking, and I think they saw that from a very young age. I think the age of 8, 9. I was in the kitchen helping my uncle and my mom cook and whatever I could do. But I then look, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it properly. I'm going to make it, and I want to do it big. So I went to college, the catering college, UCB. Then went off to London, worked around the country. Worked really hard. I mean, if you want something, you got to work hard. There's no doubt about that.
Absolutely.
You got to sweat and
But I think it helps that you love
that's your journey, and that's your journey, and and good things do come at the end of hard work.
And what would your advice be to young people who are aspiring to become chefs? Is it a good industry? Is it worthwhile getting into?
It's a tough industry. I'm not going to lie, but go and work for good places. Go and work for top chefs. Don't worry about the money too much. Get knowledge, get experience.
That's what counts, is it?
Yeah, and then the money will eventually come.
And I think on a parting note, have you met Gordon Ramsay?
I haven't, no, but I've watched all his episodes and Boiling Points.
And there's quite a few of them as well. There's quite a few of them. Bharat, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
And we look forward to tasting your desserts at Paradiso.
Great.
Very, very soon. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.